So I already told you the difference into standard object and custom object. So in standard object, we will not get API name. API name, it doesn't ends with underscore underscore R, underscore underscore C. But in custom object, API name of object, it ends with underscore underscore C. Example, we can also view here. So here I will get the student object. It's my previous or I will get the student object. So in student, which type of object is it? It's a custom object. What is the API name? Student underscore underscore C. I'm getting underscore underscore C. In student book, I'm getting underscore underscore C. Which type of object is it? Custom object. And when I open it, so I have created some field, author name, then ISBN, student name. So this field I can delete. Here I am also getting delete option, edit option. But when I will open the account, so there is no edit and delete option. You cannot edit it, you cannot delete it. So in custom object, you will get edit delete option. You can customize according to you, but standard object you cannot customize. Only field which are available in custom object, you can hide. You can hide. You cannot delete it. Field you can hide, you can not delete it. So now, yeah, I have told you difference between standard object and custom object and why we use object to store the information. We use object and it is like a table. So I'm going to create object. Before going to create object, I'm going to tell you one thing. So it's a table. What is it? It's a table. So in table, we can store the information. Okay, we can store the information. So here we are writing employee name. Here we are writing email ID of employee. And here in this column, we are storing phone number. So employee name for answer, email ID, we can write any phone number, it can be anything. Then next is curve at gmail.com and phone number you can assign anything. Next is love at gmail.com. It's a mail ID of love and it's the phone number. So it's a table. In table we are storing the information. So how many columns we have in table? We have 3 column. What is table? Collection of rows and column is known as table. So we have 3 column and how many rows we have? We have 4 rows. 3 column, 4 rows. So can you tell me, is it possible to create the table without column? Without column, can you create the table? Is it possible? No, I think no, it's not possible. Whenever you will create the table, It's not, whenever you will create the table, it's not possible to create the table without column because I have created it, but it's like a box. It's not a table. And when I will create one column, when I will, it's a first column, it's second column, it's a first column. And if I will divide one, two column, three column, fourth column. So without column, we cannot create the table. Table is not possible without column. So table is like a object. In Salesforce, what we say, it's not a table, it's an object in Salesforce. So without column, we cannot create the table. Same, without field, we cannot create the object. Same in Salesforce, without field, we cannot create the object. So whenever you will create the object, it's necessary to create one field at the time of creating the object. And that fields are similar to column in table. And to rows, what we say records in Salesforce. Records are similar to rows. Fields are similar to column. And object is similar to table. So I'm going to create the object. So object we cannot create without field. So whenever we will create the object, it's necessary to add one field. Okay. So whenever you will add field at the time of creating the object, so we can use only two data type. We can create the field with two data types only. We can select only two data types only. First one, auto number, with the help of auto number, and second one, text. First one, auto number, second one, text. So auto number, it's a unique number. It will automatically create, it's read only. It's read only. You don't need to write it. It will automatically create. And it will be unique always. But it will be unique always. But text, it's a added. It's a added field. Means it will not automatically create. You need to write it. Need to write. And it can be duplicate also. So I'm going to create the object. Simple. How can I create the object? Simple. Go to the org. Click on setup. I have already told you everything we do with the help of setup. So simple, click on setup. When you will click on setup, new tab will open. New tab of Salesforce will open whenever you will click on this setup. Then simple, you have to click on object manager here. And here we are getting the drop down button. So I can click on, when I will click on drop down button, so I will get one option, that is new object. I can click on new object. First way to create the object. Second way, here I am also getting create option. Click on create, and here I am also getting the custom object, create custom object. It's the second way to create the custom object. And third way, you can write object manager into quick find. Simple, click on object manager, And object manager will means that object manager page will open. From there you can also create. And fourth way, next to home, you will get object manager. Next to home, you will get object manager. Simple click on object manager. Otherwise, you can write object manager here. And you can also click on create button. And here you will also get in drop down button. Simple click on drop down button here. You will get create new object button option. So simple. I'm going to click on object manager. I follow this one. I click on simple object manager. So what is object manager? It's similar to app manager. Object manager is similar to app manager. We will get all standard and custom objects in object manager. And we can also create new custom object. In app manager, we will also get the standard and custom application as well as classic application, and we can also create the application. So it is similar to the app manager. So yeah, I have opened object manager. Then here I'm getting create option. Simple click on create, then click on custom object. So that page will open. So it's a page from which we can create custom object. So here I'm getting label option. Label option means when you will add this object into any application, what name you want to display. So I want to display employee. So I've written employee. Now I'm getting plural name, plural label name. So example, we can see also if I've written account as a label name. So you need to write accounts. You need to add S. So I'm writing employees. If it is starting with vowel sound, you can check, otherwise you can skip it. So it's up to you what you want to follow. And here you can see the object name is used when referencing the object by the API. So object name, it will automatically create. Object name will automatically create, and it's a API name. So when you will write the code and you want to call the object, employee object, so that time we use API name. Now I'm getting description. In description, what we write why we are creating this object. So it's also optional. You can skip it. If you want to write, you can write. To store the employee information. Next, we have context sensitive help setting. Means when you will save it, let me open classic also. Setup. So classic, it has been open, and I'm opening any object, that is account. So here I'm getting one option, that is help for this page. What I'm getting help for this page. I'm getting help for this page. So at the time of creating the object, if you want to add any help page, so from here you can add help page. So by default, standard page will open. Standard page will add by default. Standard help page will add. If you want to add any custom help page, So we have second option, that is Visual Force page. Visual Force page, it is the part of coding, means you can create the UI, Y coding, and that page you can add. That page when you will create, it will come, you can select. So you can add custom help page also. So I have not created any custom page, so I'm using standard one. So these are the fields of object. So till now, I have created the object, but when you will do scroll down, so it's necessary to create one field inside the object. By default, data type will select text, but you can change it. You will get two data type. First one text, second one auto number. So these are the fields of object. Now I'm getting the field of fields. Yeah. So now I want to create the field. So instead of employee name, I'm creating employee ID. So in which format you want to display? Auto number means it's a unique ID. It will automatically create. So in which format you want to display? So write any name. So I have written employee. I want to display like 00, 0. And starting number, I want to start with 1. So when I will create first record, so automatically employee ID will create 001. I will create second record, so employee ID will automatically create of second record, but it would be 002. For third record, it will be 003. So for every record, employee ID it will automatically create. It will be unique. Then to scroll down, I'm getting some optional feature like allow reports. What is it? If I will click on that checkbox, I'm giving the permission. Means user can create the reports on this object. Then second is allow activities. Allow activities means event, task. When I will click on that checkbox, means I can create the task on this object. Second is track field history. If you want to track the information of object, if you want to track field, so you can also track the field. Then I'm getting allowing chatter group. So if you want to allow the chatter, so you can allow the chatter also. So allow activities means activity that component will add. In that component, I'm getting more option. Task I can create, log a call, new event, more. And allow chatter, I will get the chatter. Do we scroll down? Deployment status means if you have selected deployed, all the user can view. But if you will select in development, only system admin can view that object. So I'm not doing any changing. Then next is allow search. If you will click on allow search, so whenever you will, if you want to search that object, you can easily search when you will click on that checkbox. Next is add notes and attachment. Simple click on add notes and attachment means when you will create the object and you will click on the related list. So here you will get one option, notes and attachment. From here you can upload any document. You can upload notes. So if you want to get this type of functionality, so you can click on that checkbox. You can add it. So you will get. Then second, launch new custom tab wizard. From here, if you want to create custom tab, so from object page, you can also create the custom tab. I don't want to create custom tab from here. I want to follow second way. So simple click on save. So object I have created. Object I have created. API name employee __ C. It's a custom object. And I have created one field that is employee ID. So whenever I will create the object, whenever I will create custom object, So for standard field will automatically create. So whenever you will create any custom object, so for standard field will automatically create. What it would be? First one created by, second one last modified by, third one owner, and fourth one name. So this field will automatically create. So you can see data type created by, name, last modified by, and owner. Okay, object I have created, but I have already told you, you cannot view the object. You cannot view the object directly. Means in application, you cannot add the object directly. In application, you cannot add the object directly. It's necessary to create the tabs if you want to add the object. In app, we cannot, in application directly, we cannot add object. If you want to add object in application, if you want to add object into application, so create tab first. If you have created tab, so tab you can add. Okay, I have created one custom object that is employee. Now I want to add it into Grow via application. Directly I cannot add, I can't add it. So what I'm doing, first I will create the tab, and that tab I will add into application. So how can we create the tab? Simple, go open the org, click on setup. You can click on setup. So new tab will open, and you don't want to open the new tab. So simple, you can click on the home page. We have to go into home page. So if you want to add new tab, you can add new tab. Otherwise, you can simple go into home page. So I have already opened. So go to the quick find and write tabs. Click on tabs, setup, write tabs, and you will get one option, tabs. So how many types of tabs we have? We have 5 types of tab. Custom object tab, standard object tabs, web tabs, Visual Force tab, lightning component tab, and then lightning page tabs. So we have 6 tabs. Custom object, web tabs, Visual Force, lightning component tabs, lightning page tabs, and another one is standard object tabs. So I want to create tabs and I want to create custom object tab. So simple click on new button. Then select the object. So when you will click here, you will get all custom object. If tab has been, if you have created the tabs, so that time you will not get the custom object name. For which object you have created tab, that object name will not come. If you have not created tab, so that object will come, otherwise object will not come. So select the object, then we are getting tab style. So here we are getting some standard tab style. If you want to create custom tab style, you can also create custom tab style. You have to insert the image, then you have to select the color. So I don't want to insert custom. I don't want to create custom tab style. I want to use standard. So I have people, I'm using people. To scroll down, so these are the optional feature. And here I'm also getting the description. In description, you can write why you are creating the tabs. So I'm not doing anything, simple. I'm clicking on next. So when you will click on the next, it will display add to profile. Means which profile, in which profile you want to add this tab. So by default, it will be on for every profile. So you have not to do any changes. If you want to do any changes from here you can change default on, off, tab hidden. And here I am also getting the option. So till now, I am not going to tell you when we will study data security chapter. I will teach you this thing. So simple, skip it. By default, it will be default on. In third step, I will get one option, that is add to custom application. Tab you have created, but in which application you want to add this tab. So by default, all application has been selected. I don't want to add it in all application. I want to add it only in Groovy application. Only in Groovy application, which I have created. If you want to add it in more application, you can add it. You can add it. It's up to you. But I want to add it in Groovy application, and I'm also adding it in service application. Now simple click on save button. So tab has been successfully created. Now I want to view it. I want to check it. It has been added into application or not. Simple. Go to the application. How can you open the application? Simple. You have to click on the app launcher. Write the application name which you have created. So I have created Grovia. Click on Grovia. So here I'm getting new tab, that is employees. Simple click on employees. Tab I am getting. So it was this simple step. And let's suppose at the time of creating the tab, you have forgotten to add the tab into application. At the time of creating the tab, you have forgotten to add the tab into application. So how you will add? Simple. Go to the setup, open. Go to the app manager, open it, and go to the custom application which you have created and click on edit button. When you will click on edit button, you have to go into navigation item. You will get one option, that is navigation item. And I already told you what is navigation item. Means with the help of navigation item, you can add the tab. So if you have created any custom tab and you have forgotten to add it into application, and after that you want to add, simple, open the application, go to the navigation item and search and add it. Whatever you want to add. Then save it. So that tab will add. Now refresh the page. So chatter, that tab will come. It will take it will take some time, but it will come. Definitely it will come. Now, before going to end the session, I want to create one field into employee object. I want to create some field into employee object. So how can we create the field? Simple. You have to open the object. So click on setup, click on edit object. So what will happen? That object will open. And that object you can open with the help of object manager also. Simple click on object manager and search object employee. Open the employee object. Then here I'm getting field and relationship option. Click on field and relationship. Then click on new. I want to create new field. Cell, and here you will get the data type. So select text data type. Select text data type. Then click on next. Write the label name. Length, you can write any length. Field name will automatically create, which we will use in coding part. In description, you can write why you are creating this field. Then next is help text. So in help text, you can write help text. So I have written apna name dalo, apna name dalo. If you want to make it required, you can make it required. And if you want to make it unique, don't allow duplicate value, you can make it. I don't want to make it. External ID, I will tell you in further class. Simple. Now click on next. So third page will open. It's a field level security. Means which profile can view this field. So it's visible to all profiles. Simple click on next. So one page layout will automatically create. One layout will automatically create when you will create the object. So by default, it will add to that layout. Then click on save. So field I have created. Now I'm going to the object. I'm refreshing the page. You can see chatter. It has been killed. And I'm trying to create new record. So here I'm getting field name, employee name. And what is it? It's a required because I have clicked on required checkbox. And here I'm getting the help text. Apna name dalo, apna name dalo. So now I'm writing my name. So employee ID fields is also coming. And I have that. What is the data type? Auto number. I have already told you. It's a read only field. It's a read only field. It will automatically create. So when I will click on the save button, it will automatically create. Employee ID will automatically create. You can see employee ID, employee 001, employee name Goransu. So Goransu, I can add it, but ID, I cannot add it. Post data type is auto number. So any doubt till here? So I told you in this session how to create applications, how to create tabs, how to create object, and how to create field. Now I'm going to wrap up this session. Yeah, thanks all for joining the session.